See if we get anybody this time of day. Hey, what's up, Micah? Haven't seen you in a little while. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Well, I didn't see you on here last night. Appreciate you coming by. I was on a little bit earlier, not as early as today, but I had a birthday party to go to somewhat. I was taking someone out to eat for their birthday. They turned 21. Went to a Mexican restaurant. And so I had my short earlier, and I might be going to a birthday party tonight, so. Oh, no worries, brother. That's fine. It's still loading for some reason on my end, that video from yesterday, which is weird. At least on the YouTube app. I don't know about Studio. I'd have to check that and see. How you doing today, Micah? Hibachi or McDonald's? There is a hibachi. I didn't take him to Hibachi Grill. He wanted to go Mexican. So we went to this Mexican restaurant called La Casita. Originally, we are going to go to Culver's. It's a burger shop. Good. How are you? Pretty good. I have a headache. What it was, I banged my head pretty hard when I was trying to do this funny little stunt to surprise my friend, and it jolted my neck. Here, this was like a week ago. And ever since then, I get these bad headaches off and on. I think my neck is a little off. So I just took some ibuprofen a little bit ago to help take the edge off so I can at least think. Because when I'd get up, the world felt like it was like swirling different times. You know, like a equilibrium messed up or vertigo feel. Let's see if I can find on Studios here on my tablet if it's loaded on this end. For that end, it didn't show it was for yesterday's. Content, lives. That's weird. This side says it went through. Any plans for, let me see if I click on it. Let me go into the actual app. Let's see the YouTube app instead of Studio. Let's see here. Go to Shorts. If I hit my head, my mom would say, after I hit my head, be careful. Yeah. You're supposed to say it before you hit your head. Hey, welcome all for coming in. I see there's 12 of you there. Appreciate you coming by. This is Desert Armory and More. The more part is either handyman stuff I post or hikes, caves. If you like that type of stuff, I'm a newer channel. Been around for a couple months now. If you like this type of stuff, double tap the screen. Really appreciate it. Super easy, free. Don't have to worry about anything. And if you like the content, subscribe as well. That we would really like even more. But yeah, taps would be great too. Very easy. If you like playing video games, tapping screens, this is for you. Double tap that screen. Really appreciate it. How's y'all's day going, by the way? I asked Micah earlier. Those of you in the background, hopefully y'all are having a blessed day yourself. And greetings from Southern Arizona, by the way. Thank you all for coming. Let's see. Trying to find something here. Excuse me, guys. Got a little something in my throat. Arizona or Nevada? We are in Arizona. We live in Arizona, Southern Arizona. Yeah, that's weird. It's up on my phone, but not my tablet. Anywho. Yeah, I moved back to Arizona last December. I'm born and raised the outskirts of Tucson. And I moved out of Arizona in 2012 and out of the state and got back again. Yeah, thank you all for showing up. Looks like they dwindled down back to 2 people now. Someone's in the background just loafing. Appreciate you being here. If you like what you see, double tap the screen and subscribe. If you're on the fence of the subscription, maybe you want to look at my other shorts and lives, and it could help you make up your mind. I try my best to be cheerful and uplifting and treat others as I would want to be treated. I believe in the golden rule, and I hope others do as well. Yeah, today was a slow day for me. Work right now is a little slow. I'm waiting on a couple bigger jobs that are coming. I'm a handyman, so I do all sorts of stuff. I lay flooring, I do electrical, I do remodeling, painting, drywall repair, all sorts of stuff. And in my spare time, I try to plink, do shooting, and make content, go on hikes. I went on a hike the other day to a cave. If you like caves, there's a cavern I did some shorts on in one long format. Go check them out. And if you like that type of stuff, as well as guns and stuff, give me a subscription. I appreciate it. Double tap that screen too. I see there's 9 of you in the background. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you for taking the time to, out of your day, to see my short when there's, or my live when there's so many others that you could watch. I appreciate you coming by a lot. It means a lot to us content creators, especially when it comes to 2A stuff and YouTube trying to shove us out and not keep us in the loop like others. Yeah. Anyways, if you like, this type of content, I've got a whole bunch of old revolvers there, except that little one with the red on it. Let's see here. We got some military stuff here. Hey, welcome, XD20D0, X2T0. Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong, but welcome to the channel, brother. Double tap the screen if you like it. Yeah, I try my best. We got some older shotguns there. Those 2 top ones aren't quite as old. Then I have a stash over in that corner of shotguns. A whole bunch of ammo. Okay, you're studying. Estudio. Está bien, hermano. ¿Qué es tu nombre? ¿Y dónde vive? Y tengo más armas en estas safe. Y esta es una Ruger. La Pua 338. Es una muy rápido. Y mucho fuerza. I don't have any sawed-off shotguns, no. Bergies. Let's see here. Yes, another question. Does alligator crackle taste better? Brother, I've never had either, so couldn't tell you. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you like what you see, subscribe, double tap the screen. Appreciate you coming by, X2DO. Gracias para... bienvenidos. Gracias. We have a 22 Magnum. This right here is a 22 Magnum. I have not actually hunted any deer. I've got one coming this mid-November. I have a hunt for whitetail. It'll be my first time going hunting for deer. That's a 22 mag right here. And then this is a 32 Smith & Wesson, I believe, or 38. I forget. I got 38s and 32s. I know these two are 32 Colt. Or sorry, 32 Smith & Wesson. And then these two I think are 38. And then this is a 32 rimfire. That one's a 22. This one I'm working on, the trigger doesn't grab because it's missing parts. That was false advertised. They said that it was non-functional. They did not say that it was missing parts. And I reported them. And then they backlashed because I gave them a B+. They backlashed and gave me a D on reviews. And I said no. So I reached out to Gun Broker and said, hey, these guys have miscommunicated. They said this was more functional than it actually is. They're giving me a false, whatever you call it, instead of an accurate one. So anyways, 32 rimfire is this thingy. I don't have ammo for that yet. Is there deer in Arizona? Yes, a lot of deer. We have some of the biggest whitetail and mule deer. Up north, we have a whole bunch of elk. We're known for elk, Arizona. And then this right here is a 17 HMR, a CZ. And then I had this one on the table yesterday. It's Case Harden Ivor Johnson 410 single shot. And then this is a 20 gauge Weatherby. Have you tried horse meat? Not that I know of. I don't think so, but I've been in other countries. Maybe they serve it to me. Some people say that Taco Bell might be horse meat, and that's why there's a lot of toilets that get plugged up. Allegedly. I don't know. But yeah, the subject for today I put on there was, do you plan on going quail or dove hunting this year? And, excuse me. I kind of forgot about it until, was it last night or the night before? Someone asked me if I was going, and I'm like, oh, I forget. I know it's in September sometime, and I just looked it up, September 1st. So we're probably going to go some dove hunting. I have a migratory bird stamp, so we'll go ahead and do that. See if I can get some dove. And quail is not until, was it November through February, I think. Taco Bell is no longer the king of half-drunken late-night meal. What is instead? What took its place? Was there a restaurant that took its place, like McDonald's, or what's the other ones out there? McDonald's, or what's the other ones that people go out late to? Like Little Caesar Pizza, or Wendy's. Okay, maybe. Maybe. I really like Wendy's. Burgers aren't bad. I like their Frosties, their chocolate Frosties. Those are good. Very good. So what you got going today, Micah? I had some county stuff to do to get proper licensings for working in this city that's near me, so I can legally do that. Submitted that, and hopefully that'll go through by the end of the day or tomorrow. Yeah, what you up to, Micah? I'm going to eat some spaghetti. Okay. Spaghetti's pretty good. I like lasagna too. Italian bread. Love salads. I don't have them that often though. I should get more of them. Breadsticks. Oh, dude, those are good. Got that butter drizzled with the herbs on it. Yeah. Got 2 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming. Thank you. If you like what you see and hear. Lasagna. Amen. Christ is King. John 3:16. Jesus loves you, man. Yes, he does. I am a Christian. I'm a believer. I'm 35. I became a Christian when I was 14. Unfortunately, I did have some up and down valleys where it was a big test, and the Lord tried me, and I wasn't victorious in all those areas. But God is good, and He's merciful. He forgives, and He forgets. As far as the east is from the west, He has removed our transgressions from us. So yes, amen, brother. Jesus does love me, and He is King. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, Italian stuff's very good. I guess technically pizza is Italian. Yes. Amen, brother. Amen. I really like it when you get these people that hop in that mention scripture and stuff. Keep it up. We need more people like you doing that in a good way of trolling. I appreciate that. You know, a lot of trollers are just kind of mean and rude. But ones like you, I appreciate you spreading the gospel like that. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. But yeah, is pizza considered Italian? Kind of, I guess. It's more Americanized. I don't know if it's completely. Meatloaf or lasagna? I would take lasagna over meatloaf, especially if I made it. I have hopped into some witchcraft streams and preached. Amen. Like, I get so many of these streams from tarot card readers, and that's just from the pit of hell. And I just don't recommend them, or once in a while I'll make a comment, but I'll just say that I'm not interested in those feeds. Told them about Galatians 5:6. Amen. Who is Jesus? Micah, you don't know who Jesus is? You ever heard of the Bible? I'm sure you have. He's not just a great man, as some religions would preach. He is our Savior and our Redeemer. Amen. Save us from our fallen state. My sister gave me a Bible as a joke. Now I got to find it. Yeah. Hey, Focus. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for dropping by, brother. Sorry, my feeds have been a little sporadic time-wise because my evenings have been tied up with different stuff. Last night I took someone out to eat for their 21st birthday. A bud I've known since he was 6 or 7. And then tonight I might be going to a birthday party, or tomorrow night, one or the other. Yes. Amen, brother. That's John 3:16 right there. That would be the New King James Version, I believe. Thanks again, brother, for spreading the gospel. Appreciate it. That's what we need to do more and more. So much the more as the day approacheth. No worries, brother. Glad to be here. Thank you. Yeah, I was over there on J-Dogs. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Do you have a channel? If so, I'll screenshot this and I'll sub back to you. I'll subscribe back. There's like 4 of them I got to sub back to somewhere from last night, yesterday. I think I went through a couple of them today. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I was over at J-Dogs earlier, and Papa Pews was on earlier for a little bit, and then he hopped over on J-Dogs. I think Paul probably is going to go live again. It'll be his second live. Yesterday was his first. Soon, I get that feeling. Yes. I mean, they did even in the Bible times. They said his coming is soon. And of course, it said that people will mock and say, when is this coming? We don't see it. Soon. Soon. Well, soon. What do you mean by soon? Well, since we know not what hour he will return, we need to be ready at all times. Because our time might be tomorrow, might be today, it might be while I'm having this live. God says, you're getting a brain aneurysm, your heart's going to give out, or whatever. So we need to be ready at all times. And yeah, his coming is soon. You know, it's definitely sooner than when they said 2,000 years ago. It's soon. Yeah, but that sadly, that is sacrilegious. The Jesus and Family Guy. It's very, very distasteful and gross. Especially when it was his birthday, I think it was, and Family Guy was trying to find out a birthday present for him. I've never watched Family Guys other than the shorts. I've seen shorts on YouTube and whatnot, not the actual episodes. Unfortunately, yeah, they really take Christ's name in vain there, so. Amen. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Amen. No, it's not. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take thought of itself. Then it talks about the birds, how they toil and sow, and when one falls out of the tree, Jesus sees that, God, and how much more does he care for us because we're of more value than them. Yeah. That's why he sent his only son to die for us, and so that we could make that choice to serve him and be faithful to him. Yeah. Thanks again for stopping by, Christ. There's actually a guy that pops on sometimes over at some other channel. His name is Jesus Christ. his channel name. It's kind of interesting. Where it's like, people's like, hey, welcome to the chat, Jesus. And then someone just said something they shouldn't. And they're like, oh, Jesus got in the chat. We better be quiet. And I like to remind them, well, Jesus is always listening. He hears all the time. Not just when this person named Jesus Christ pops into the chat. Should be a sobering fact for us. For myself specifically, too. Because I forget. We're human. We do dumb stuff, you know? Yeah, right. Is gambling a sin? I would say it is. It would be not a good steward of God's money and that he provides for us, for one. I would call it that. I don't know what Christ is King, his thoughts are on gambling, but I would call it that. Yep, that is what it is. You want money and you want it quick. So you gamble what you have, or lottery tickets of what you have, because you want it now, you want a lot of money. Like here soon, and maybe it's coming up in a couple days here in Arizona. The one of the lottery tickets are going to be pulled soon. I think it was at, was it 600 something million? I forget. And there was an older lady in front of me getting a ticket yesterday when I grabbed some soda from the convenience store. It was Speedway. You know, it's like $10 for the ticket. I'm like, that would be so tempting to buy something like that. But at the same time, it's like, if you want it, what are you going to do with it? Like, what would God think about me spending his money? And it's one in a millions that you actually get it. It's more likely to be struck by lightning than to win the lottery, let alone struck 2 or 3 times by lightning than win the lottery. So, yeah, it's just like it would not be a good steward of what God gives us in life. Money wise, definitely not. Of course, we need to be good stewards in every area of our life. Our time, our money, definitely what we buy with that money. Yeah. Well, if you're in the background, new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like gun content or caving or hiking, we'll try to do more shooting content here and more hiking photos and videos. I believe I have some from last June when I went hiking, and then in May, so I might post some of those as well. I just went on a hike day before yesterday and posted those. So if you like that type of stuff, let me know. Thank you. That's some of them there. I have some military ones here. Got a 338 Sniper Lapua, some lever actions over there, and a big old shotgun on the bottom. And then we have a stash of shotguns here, and then ammo, a few guns in the back, and then I have some in there as well. Is watching movies a sin? War movies and adventure movies. That is a good question. Hey, Brookside, welcome to the chat, brother. It's going pretty good, I think. So that depends too, because like growing up, we would watch like these old black and white Western movies and a couple Indiana Jones stuff from the 80s. And eventually we were like, you know what? These same movies were played in theaters, and we don't go to theaters. I grew up Christian, and I still am. And especially like those war movies would have a lot of violence that Christ talks about not doing, as well as inappropriate language. And a lot of movies have inappropriate actions and behaviors, including action adventure. I really like action adventure, and so it's a pitfall for me to try not to get reeled into that type of stuff. I know there's these better ones out there, they call them, that would be like through Angel Studios. They're like a Christian-based studio company that actually has outdone a lot of modern studios as when it comes to like numbers in theaters and all that, where they actually have done better. And I'm glad that there is Christian movies, or whatever you want to call it, that promote Christ and have good morals. The problem is if you start on that, a lot of times, sometimes, that can get you to want to watch other things that would be inappropriate. Not always. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's see here, Micah. Are movies about the Crusades sins? As in like Indiana Jones and the how they talk about the Crusades in that one, or Crusades as in like Catholic stuff? Like I watch a lot of documentaries that would be on like history, and so some have talks about Crusades, some talk about like ancient history, possibly different ways people made things in the past, possibly encounters with unknowns, or like exploring the depths of the ocean. What else? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know if that. It depends. Like, it depends what genre it's called, whatever you call it. Crusades like the wars. I do not like with the Inquisitors and all that. That obviously was them thinking they were doing Christ's work. Jesus actually said there was going to be people who think they're doing the work of me and my Father, but they are not. he was prophesying, for one, about Paul, because Paul did exactly that. He thought he was doing God's work, but Paul, his name was Saul at the time, converted to being a true Christian versus just in religion only. But yeah, later on, yes, there were those crusades, and they were, I think, somewhat Catholic based, if I recall, where it was like you recant your oath and it was murder. They would kill them and put them on the rack and whatnot. And it's like, that is not Christ-like. That is not Christ-like. Let's see here. We've got 3 people in the chat. Thank you all for coming by. Desert Armory and more is what we are here. We normally talk about guns, talk about everyday life stuff, sometimes religion, like right now has been popping up. The last couple subjects off and on were like best gun for elk, as in the minimalist, best gun for bears. Today I was asking if you plan on going dove or quail hunting, if that's in your schedule. Mine starts September 1st, and so I'll probably start sometime. We'll see. I have a bird stamp, so we'll possibly do that. Again, Micah, that's one of those things where we're putting things into our minds and our eyes that are not very good actions. Like growing up, we didn't play video games. We had Oregon Trail, and then our friends had. Sometimes we go to our friends and play Sonic or Donkey Kong. That was with Nintendo 64 when they first came out. And then some of them had Sega, the big brick-looking things. My cousin did with Sonic. Anyways, that's one of those things. Yeah, you're opening yourself up to things that can be detrimental to your way of life. That has violence in it and language. That would be not very good. As a believer, that would not be a good thing to indulge in my opinion. Excuse me. I need to get a pad for me to stand on when I'm talking here in front of the phone, because it gets my legs pretty tired. One of those thick pads they put like by cash registers. Cashiers have them. For people who stand all day. It'd be really nice. There'd be scriptures to back some of that up, like how that when we become a Christian, we're the temple of Christ, where He indwells in our lives and hearts. And it talks about why would you put something like, say, smoking or drinking in your body when you're trying to be holy and have Christ indwell in you to give you the power to overcome Satan. And if you're doing that, yeah, you're just filthing the waters, and Christ doesn't want to dwell, like good and evil can't dwell together. You have to choose one master or the other. And that's what God has given us, a conscience to know better for a lot of things. Deep down, when we're little and we reach for a cookie when we know we didn't get the permission to do it, deep down we know it's naughty. Or when we want to take our first cigarette or our first drink, deep down we have this little voice called a conscience that God gave us to do what's right. We know better. But eventually, the Bible talks about how that conscience gets seared. And how that happens is from continually saying, I want to do it anyways. I still want that anyways. I don't care. And then eventually that little voice disappears. Unless maybe it's something even deeper. Instead of getting into drinking, smoking, you get drugs. And so then that little voice starts talking again. And then you just shut it up. Because, I still want this. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Trying to think tomorrow. I'm gonna see. I might be able to get some range content or desert shooting. We'll see. I would like to shoot some of my shotguns I didn't get to shoot last Saturday. Maybe I'll go on a little hike. I don't know. I got a little bit of stuff I need to do. I got to empty a trailer out that I had stuff stored at my parents' place when I first moved back to Arizona. It was stored at their house, and then I need to put it in this car cover shed thingy and go back to their place, drop off the trailer. And no, I need to pick up one more load over there, some smaller stuff. What do I drive? I have a Ford Fusion for my car, which isn't running the greatest right now. And then I have a big Mercedes Sprinter for my work van. It's a real big, tall one, like long and tall. And then I have a little Ram ProMaster City. That's my old work van. It's at my parents' right now. I had to leave it there because I accidentally popped my tire on a stump while I was there. So I just left it there and then got the tire fixed. But I need someone to either take me from my house to over there and pick it up, or somehow I need to get over there and bring it back over. That actually is for sale though. I need to put it up for sale again. I don't need it. It's kind of a waste just sitting around. I've had it for sale off and on since December of last year's. Not like it was like 2023 December. What's the farthest you drive for work? Nowadays, there's one guy that I've gotten a lot of work for. He's like an hour, and then it's about another 15 minutes back in on a dirt road. It's about 4.5 miles back in. That's the farthest I've gone since I've moved to Arizona. But most of my jobs are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Some are really close. They're just like around the corner. Like there was one the other day that I worked at twice for roof repair because he had some leaks. He's like 5 minutes up the road. Yeah, that fellow that's an hour and 15 minutes, he's probably 48 miles, 48 and a half. Hey, what's up, late prepper? The Ford Fusion, so they have a recall on them with the power steering assist motor, and mine keeps showing that it's bad, so it's almost like no power steering. So I talked to the guy who owned it before. He's a good friend of mine. Went to church with him. I said, hey, did you ever get the recall fixed on it? No, I never had the recall fixed. So I go to Ford, and Ford says, no, there's no open recalls for the steering, and it doesn't show, though, that we ever fixed it. So I'm like, well, what do I do then? You have no record that you fixed it, but it doesn't show it as an open recall underneath that one. Yeah, it has the electric rack and it's got the rack and pinion with the electric motor to help instead of a power steering pump. And so there, I'm like, well, what do I do then? There's Apple Creek, and he was acting like that's all it is, but I'm not the only person who's had that problem with recalls where they go to a dealer and it shows they didn't fix it. But yet, when you look up the VIN number, it shows that it's not an open recall. So I don't know what to do. I need to push that a little bit harder and just say, hey, you don't have records. You gave me the print-offs that you fixed it. So that means you never fixed it. That means it still needs done. But they'll be like, well, it doesn't show it as an open recall, so someone took care of it. Well, recalls are dealer fix only. So I don't know what. Let's see here. And then it's always had a misfire since that started doing that, and then it puts it in limp mode, where it like jerks the engine around, especially because it's a manual. It's a 6-speed manual, so it even jerks it around more. And I think it's wearing out my engine mounts because it does that jerking. Hey, what'd I miss? Finishing putting the new trigger in the G17 and got the add-ons from 10870. Getting all ready for quail or dove hunting, prepper, with your 870. I need to decide what I'm going to bring. I don't know if I'll bring this 20 gauge Weatherby or the 1200 Remington I had right there last night, or if I'm going to bring either my 10 gauge, that's a little overboard, it'd blow the bird to bits, or one of my old ones back behind me here. I could bring one of these old ones that are double barrels. Maybe that's Zastava, that second one down. It's a 16 gauge. My Jetta has an electric steering rack. I've heard there are just more issues. Yeah, a friend of mine had a Chevy Cobalt and it went out on his wife's, and so he replaced it. And at that point, it was getting more miles too, so he just sold it. But mine has a recall, like I said, supposedly. So I just need to push that point more. Probably talk to the manager of the service department instead of just the guy at the desk there at Ford. Be like, hey, you have told me that this is not, doesn't show any proof that you fixed it. The guy who owned it before me said you never fixed that. You fixed airbag recalls and something else. We need to figure out what's going on and get to the bottom of this, because if I have the dealer do the whole thing out the door without recall discounts, they have to put a new rack and pinion as well, not just the motor. So they can guarantee the motor, they have to put a new rack and pinion. Parts and labor, $2,500. The car's worth like $32. So at that point, it's like, why do it? Now, if I know for a fact that they won't cover it, well, then I'll just buy the parts myself. I can find a new rack and pinion and motor. Sorry, not new, remanufactured from Rock Auto for $5 something. Then they have like their 1-year warranty or something like that. So then I can exchange it out. The problem is, then it needs reprogrammed. Well, is there a way that I can put it in and then take it somewhere to get reprogrammed? Or maybe I buy the part and then someone else puts it in and reprograms it for me? I don't know. It's a pain to drive around, especially in town, because of you like to back up, and since it's a manual too, you got to get your steering, pulled real tight, and then let out your clutch and put in your gas properly and try not to bang into something. Yeah. I've never owned a Jetta. I've got a friend here who has a lot of Jettas or Audis. He works on them. He'll get parts for them. He'll fix them up and flip them. He hasn't done VW Motor Group's Porsches yet. He's thought about buying some of them. I think he was supposed to be getting a license thing to start doing Porsches to flip them and repair for parts. But he hasn't done any Mercedes either, though. But Porsche is the same group as Jetta, and so is was it Bugatti? I think is owned by the Porsche group. I mean, VW Motor Group, something like that. Let's see here. I think they were in with Lamborghini for a teeny bit on something. They were helping make something across the board. I can't remember. Excuse me. Anyways, if you're new to the chat, thank you for coming by. Drop a like, double tap that screen, and if you like gun content or shooting, cave exploring, subscribe. Look at my other shorts. I have a couple long format videos, just 2 of them currently. And if you want to see certain content, maybe comment on one of the shorts, and maybe you could be like, hey, I want to see more mine content or cave content, or can you shoot this gun and tell me about it or something if I have it. So yeah, let me know and we'll see what we can do about that. I have a lot of different variety of guns, some oddball stuff and oddball rounds, so let me know. Hey, Micah got the arms room just posted a video. Really? Alive? I didn't see anything pop up on my alert feed here. On my phone, at least. Let's see. Not on my phone. Let's see about my tablet. All I have on there's YouTube Music scene. Someone dropped a new release. It's YouTube shadow banning again, probably. They don't want you to know, since it's 2A stuff. They don't like you doing that stuff. Subscriptions. Let's see if I go to live. Is it a live or a video? He posted a video about his. Okay, he said he was going to try to shoot that Cyclops 4570 again. Let's see here. If I could go to. Let's go to Tees. I'll just type it in. The Arms Room 24. Let's see here. Push that. I didn't get to see the one of his little daughter shooting either. The little pink gun. let's see here. Let's see. He did his trapdoor 4570 2 days ago. He got ammo for it. Good. He told me he's going to get some. Probably because he has a Cyclops now. He was shooting a single shot. What was that, 12 gauge? Looks like my single shot 410 right there. But where's that really big iron? That's a 4570 as well. So he did one 8 days ago, a short with the 4570. I'm trying to look for the new one you're talking about. Let's see, is there a way I can look at the newest videos? Let me look up videos. There's got to be a way you can look up the newest, because they don't have them in good order, it looks like here. Maybe they do. It's hard to see. I'll have to look that up some more. There's one that says oldest. Why would I know the newest? Okay, there's latest. Well, those only say 1 month, but he's done a full video since then. YouTube sends me videos really late. Yeah, it's either really late or not at all, even though you haven't selected to be alerted. Maybe it's underneath a short. Let's see. Oh, he did say he was going to get the launchers for his, what was it, 30 millimeter, 37 millimeter launcher? It looks like he must have, he's 37 millimeter. He said he got them and he was going to try them. Looks like they use shotgun primers. Oh, those things look cool going off. Takes a while to get over there, it looks like. Flashbangs, that's what that one is. He just did a short of. Let's see, and this one's a 22 Heritage Settler. That thing looks nice. Looks like my Henry. Lever action. Yeah, YouTube just mean that way.
Today we got the KSA cricket.
Oh, this is his little daughter shooting. The little pink iron. I like that. Teach them while they're young. Learn gun safety. It's a single shot shotgun. Yeah, it looks like more of a... It's either 12 gauge or 20 that he was shooting. Yeah, he did a Cyclops 8 days ago with that big one. But he said he was going to shoot it some more. I think this coming weekend he said he was going to. We'll see. Anyways. Oh, let's see here. Got some laundry in the washing machine. It's probably time to put that, some of it in the dryer and then some out on the porch rail to dry. And I got another batch I got to stick in there. Hola, ¿qué pasó, hermano? Gracias para el bienvenido. Hey, Sane, what's up? Mr. Monkey Man, was that a orangutan? I forget. Thank you for coming by. Double tap the screen. You guys behave, okay? You finally got on with each other again. Hey, don't start it. Come on, man. Other than just saying he's a human being. Micah, you're a human being. Yes, sir. Double tap the screen, brother. The counter didn't go up, I don't think, so make sure you hit that screen. Okay, guys, that's enough. We know what the A means. Human being, yep. A human being. As in a bean. B-E-A-N. Like Mr. Bean, the Atkins actor. Yeah. How you doing, Sane? Hey, what's the question, brother? Scallywag. Yeah. We don't use that here in the States much anymore. It'd be more like British or UK. You little scallywag. What you think you're doing over here? We don't want you. Scoundrel. What's the question, Sane? Rowan Atkins. There we go. He is. I just saw a little short of him doing some little reenactment or something. He's getting older. It's something about on there. These older people are getting older. Is a monkey considered a human since almost all of our traits are from monkeys? No. That's evolution. There's no such thing. Evolution is not true. We are human. Just read your Bible. In Genesis, it talks about how how God created the heaven and the earth. And, well, I'm just teasing. That was just teasing. Because the thing you have on there. How he created heaven and earth, and how he formed man out of the dust of the earth and breathed into him living life, and how all that was. Yeah, it's in Genesis in the Bible if you want to read up. Of course, people, they'll be like, well, I don't believe the Bible in the first place. Well, then, okay. Yeah. You got a full DVD collection. Oh, of Rowan Atkins? Yeah, he's really funny. He does those little Mr. Bean videos on YouTube from years ago with that little teeny British car he has. He has one of those really rare, I think it was a Rolls Royce with a big old V12 in it, or 16 was it? I think it was a 16 cylinder. He was on like, was it Top Gear, I think, with some of those British guys, the three guys. And he was saying how that this car he bought was originally designed for the 16 cylinder. So while it was being made, he's like, hey, I know you guys have a couple 16 cylinders sitting around. And it was originally designed for that. Can you please put that in there for me when I order it? And he probably had to pay a lot, but yeah, he got it. I'd rather have as many than a supercar. Yeah, I would too. It's way easier to what's the first gen Mini too? How dare you call me a monkey? I think I'm sorry, brother. I'm just teasing you. I want a V16 1500 8 horsepower minivan. I don't know if Boosted Boys did anything like that. I know they put the channel Boosted Boys. They put like in Honda Odysseys like real high power engines. I don't know what size they were, but they were like 1500 horsepower. That thing would shed with a twin turbo or quad. Yeah. Well, some of them have quad turbos, like those what's that one I mentioned earlier? The Bugatti. I think some of those have quad turbo V16s, where they're like smaller and bigger, so those smaller ones spin up first, so it helps the bigger ones turn, and then they work in sequence. I had a buddy who he had a twin turbo diesel truck. It was a Dodge. He put a smaller one and a bigger one. To our billion. I want a girlfriend who doesn't spend money like Stalin, but we all cannot get what we want. Yeah. Our billion. I'm not your GM. Yeah, he's not. Excuse me. Well, I'm getting a yawning streak here. No sé por qué. So, like, for real, what's your all's real next gun you're saving up for? I don't know if there's one you're saving up for or one you're thinking of. Maybe yours you put in categories, like you have a certain pistol you want to get sometime, or you have a certain rifle or a certain lever or a certain shotgun. That's kind of how mine is. I have categories. Like I have a category of pistols I would like to start saving up for, other than these cheaper ones, like these ones on the screen there. Those are like all like 150 or under. Mine is a Colt Navy. Very nice. Like a modernized one, or still the cap and ball style with a no top breech. Those Colt Navies don't have like this top breech up going across the top here. Because they have the ones that are like the cap and ball, newer ones. I got a few cap and ball revolvers, but this is my only goal. Yes, Colts would be, especially if it's a real Colt from the correct period. For pistols, I think next I would either get possibly a staccato if I want a double stack. I'm not 100% sure though. It's been gone for a while, Micah. Sane. I took it off when you two were squabbling last time. Right now, Late Prepper is. He was on here earlier. And then if for lever actions, the next one I either want to get is a 32 Winchester Special or a 4570. Or there's one called the 3840, I believe. Yeah, he asked to be removed, so yeah, I took it off. For shotguns, I don't really have. I'm not really itching to get a shotgun. I mean, I can get one for pretty cheap, but you need to use your monkey brain. Okay. So for like rifles, not counting levers, I don't really have anything planned really. I mean, someday maybe a 300 blackout, maybe a 9 millimeter type of rifle of some sort. I was looking at some at Cal Ranch today. There was one that they had on sale. It was a Smith and Wesson, an AR platform with 9 mil. Looked pretty nice. The Henry Homesteader looks pretty nice. I believe it takes Glock mags, so you get the big old normal size 30s and stick those in there. That would be pretty cool. And it's a semi-automatic. I hear it's a decent home gun, 9 millimeter Homestead gun. Yeah. Well, it's called the Henry Homesteader, I guess. Yeah, I need to slow down on spending for guns. So I just kind of, I think the last one I got was I shot it on one of my shorts. I don't think I put it up yet. It's a Smith and Wesson, no, Hopkins and Allen's. I did a short. No, I didn't even do a short. I shot it on one of my range shorts. It's a Special Police top break in a 38 Smith and Wesson long. I have a few that do that. It's a Allen and Hopkins or Hopkins and Allen, something like that. Yep. Hey Pat, sorry I'm yawning. For some reason I'm getting tired and I'm standing up. Welcome brother, welcome brother. Hey Sane, you changed it to Nutella. I've actually never had Nutella, I don't think. That I recall. I might have did a sample, but I don't even remember what it is. Isn't it almond butter? Something of the sort. Welcome brother, glad you could come by. Double tap the screen folks. I didn't see it go up even after Sane got in. I don't like chocolate. Okay, well, Nutella, is that technically chocolate? Yo, it's hazelnut. There you go. Sorry. Yeah, it is an almond. I was thinking, I knew it was a type of nut, but when I said almond, it didn't quite sound right. That's correct. Hazelnut. I prefer my peanut butter. Oh, it's a war crime for not ever having Nutella? Maybe. Maybe. Allegedly. Let's see. I tried it once. Yeah. Yeah, right. I, for some reason, think I did taste it, but I wasn't sure. Hey, Pat, was that you telling me the other evening that you were planning on doing a dove hunt in September? Somebody was. Maybe it was Dusty or Tristan. I can't remember. So I looked to see what ours are, and it starts September 1st. And so, like, the question I was asking on the chat was, you plan on doing any dove or quail hunting? My quail doesn't start till, was it November, I think. And it ends in February. Versus dove is beginning of September through the end or something like that. I forget. I just looked at it this morning, but my brain's going slow. It was you. Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to think what I should bring. I've never hunted dove. Is 20 gauge should be fine, right? With just regular old birdshot, number 8. I think that's what I got for my 20 gauge. Let me check. I have number 6, because that's all they had in stock at the time. Because some 20 was hard to find over at my place. That's some Expert Winchester. That's number 6. Steel shot. It shows a picture of a dove on it. And then I have some... Oh, this would be too big. It'd probably destroy the bird. That's number 2 shot. Yeah, you don't want to use that. That's high speed. That was, again, it was stuff that was on sale. Ratatouille? I've never watched it, brother. Maybe that's another, maybe that's another crime. Another war crime. There was a few cartoons we'd watch growing up, but I think that one was put out after we were done watching TV and movies. You're a war crime. You're a criminal. Yeah, I know, right? I would run a 20 gauge with those number 6. Okay. So yeah, I have some number 6 expert. I'll just bring it up to you. Quite a few boxes of them right here. Yeah, because 20 gauge I think was plenty for a, I mean, it shows a picture of a dove on there. I don't have the choke inserts for that. So that gun on the table that says Weatherby on it, that's my 20 gauge. And I got it used even though it looks pretty much brand new. For a really good deal, and it's almost brand new. It just has a teeny little ding back on the back side over here. Let's see here if you can see it. Right there on the wood, there's like 2 little dings. And then maybe 1 or 2 micro scratches, but it's very good shape. And it's long. But it doesn't have any of the chokes for it, other than the one that's installed. So I don't know what's in it unless I remove it. It's actually the only shotgun I have that actually has removable chokes. My other 2 are fixed. My Model 1200 Remington and my Model 1200 Susan Roebuck, which is made by Remington. But yeah, I'll probably bring that then. The 20 gauge with these number 6 steels. I might have to practice a little with that because I haven't shot that a whole bunch. It's pretty stiff because it's fairly new. And I guess I could always run number 4 shot 410, huh? Otherwise I have number 9 shot 410, and then I have a box of slugs at 410 I got from a, what you call it, the swap meet. Or I have this box, but this is a self-defense stuff. They're for the judge, where they have those 4 big ones and then a whole bunch of BB size. These things are expensive. See how much this box was? $23.80 for 5. There's there 10 in here. They call these 4 discs and 16 BBs. 10 rounds. Okay, there's 10 in here. I've never opened it. This was from that gun store that allegedly was doing crooked business with the cartel, and they closed down. They got raided. Boy, they're top heavy, these things, and they're long. This section here is 4 discs, and then what is it? 16 BBs on the inside. Well, 410 self-defense. They use these for the judge, and those other ones that are that Taurus makes. Cool little rounds, wicked looking things. Winchester Defender. He said these things, as soon as they'd come, they'd fly off the shelves. Yeah, I could always just, I don't know if a 6 gauge might be a little overkill. I could shoot him with that, I guess, but rounds are a little more expensive, and 10 is way overboard. That's for turkey, especially the ones I have. They're Grand Slam turkeys, because it's the only source I have right now for getting 10 gauge. They're, what are these 10 gauge? They're number 5 shot, 2 ounces. They go 1,200 feet per second, 3.5 inch. Yeah, these things really kick, especially my single shot 10 gauge. Federal premiums. I need a couple more of those eventually. Yeah, I've never done dove, so we'll see how it goes. Is the chat quiet or is it glitching? Hey, if you're new in the background, thanks for stopping by. This is Desert Armory and More, where we do stuff with guns, show guns, we do shorts, we do lives. I recently started posting hiking trips and caving. If you like that type of content, double tap the screen and give us a subscribe. And if you have a channel, make it known on one of my shorts or lives, and I'll subscribe back to you. And if you want to see more content similar, go ahead and comment one of my shorts too. And I'll make that known and try my best to meet those. Different times people requested for me to put certain calibers of guns on the table. And so, because they were like, oh, you've got one of those? And so I said, okay, I'll put it on there next time. And so I try my best to answer people's questions, put on the table what they would like to see if I have it, and we go from there. We all have a good time. Talk about guns, talk about, yeah, all sorts of stuff. Today we were talking about religion some. Not politics yet. And then we were talking about the main question I was asking was if people's going to go dove hunting or quail this year. So, anyways, if you like that type of stuff, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all coming. Thank you. Let's see here. Trying to think if I got anything planned for tomorrow other than possibly unloading a trailer and maybe doing some shooting content. I would like to go to the swap meet. I haven't been there for a couple weeks. Oh, Kentucky Ballistics just put a video on. I gotta go over there after the live. And then DeBoss is doing a short right now. Look that up. DeBoss. Someone text me? My dad texted me. He was wondering where something was that was in their chicken coop, but isn't right now because I took it out because they were gone on a trip, and so I was taking care of some of their animals. They were wondering where this old crock pot thingy was that was they used for in the chicken coop for watering. 4 in the background. Thanks for showing up, guys. Appreciate it. Stream starting soon. Oh, DeBoss Firearms. They're really nice guys. You should check them out. I see their shorts all the time. And Gun Bros is another one. And then the Boss collabs with another one too sometimes. I forget what the other one is. It's really cool too. The chat's been quiet. Unless you guys are talking. Maybe you are. It's just that for some reason reconnects. Hey guys, you were talking. I'm sorry guys. I knew the thing froze up. Chanson, welcome. I'm sorry I didn't see all these chats. I signed out for a teeny bit and then got back in. It reconnected and it synced over. YouTube, come on. Welcome, Chanson. Sorry I didn't answer that earlier. Kentucky Ballistics are supposed to. Yeah, I was saying that too. The lighter pistol. I'm gonna go listen to you. Okay, see you, Sane. Bye, Mr. Micah. We're cool, dude. Let's say Pat. Yeah, I would look up dove flight patterns so you can see the way they fly, and y'all want to go 12 to 18-inch lead on them. Okay. I'm eating dinner right now. Okay. Hey, what you eating, brother? Oh, you said you're eating spaghetti, right? No worries. Haha, technical difficulties. Go figures. I have good signal where I'm at. I have 5-bar 5G, I believe. Let me scroll down. I know my tablet says that. Yeah, it used to be only 4G over here, but they were doing some work on the one tower. I think they made it to 5G because that's what it is now. Ammo Alchemist is over there at the boss waiting. Not the original Ammo Alchemist, just Ammo Alchemist. I think it's the same guy. He has a couple channels. Let's see here. No worries. Okay, yeah. Thanks for coming in, Chanson. You doing a live earlier or later? I mean. And then, are you planning on doing any dove hunting this season? It's around the corner. Arizona, September 1st, and I think Pat said his is too. Let's see here. Let's see here. Whose channel? And yes, DeBoss. D''BOSS. DeBoss. He's over there. They just started their live right now. They have 3 guys on there right now. They're doing a collab with 3 companies. Or 2 companies and some other guy. But it was a, what do you call it? Ammo alchemist. Not officially ammo alchemist, but alchemist. Oh, I thought you said you were. Oh, you said goodbye. Let me see. Let me scroll up. Oh, he just said he was going to go listen to music. So he kind of said he was and kind of said he didn't. Did they have a description on this one? Whoops, too far. Let's see if they say what it is. Oh, the King of Camo. That's the other one. And Foxtrotter 6. That one I don't know if I'm subscribed to, but the King of Camo I am. King of Camo, the boss, they collab quite often. Let's see here. See if I can get any of those guys over here. I've had the boss in here before, but I haven't had the King of Camo. Hey, Pat hopped over there for a little bit. I have two devices, so I have my phone for the live here and my tablet off to the side for other stuff. That way, if I get any messaging or whatnot, I can message them through there. Yep. Well, what time is it? 3:10. Probably should get off soon so I could go do some laundry and some other work around the house. It's kind of winded down again. We didn't get a big rush. I think the most we had in was 7 or 8 at once. And then it throttled down. We got a third person back in here. Welcome, wherever you are. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this type of content, double cap the screen. I'd appreciate it. Who has the best guns? Good question. Yeah, they are. It's sad. Who has the best guns? I think it probably goes by genre of guns as well as year and make. Because there's some companies who have a nice, good, all the way around, like for Glock, has a nice, good, all the way around handgun. I would venture to say they have the best all around, does it all gun. Not the greatest trigger, not the greatest ergonomics, but it's bulletproof. There's others that are better and cheaper with better features. But yeah, for a pistol, I'd say they have one of the best for all around. I'm just not a huge guy, a huge advocate for Glock very much. I have one. I've had it on the counter once, my 10mm. No, I only have one. Hey, Candy, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Double tap the screen. Appreciate it. I do not have 2 channels. I'm on my tablet on my watching The Boss. I don't know if you were over there or not. Let's see here. I know Pat was over there, and so was what's his name? Chanson 243. I only have one channel that I actually do stuff on. I mean, I have 2 other YouTube accounts. That's something else, but Ruger has very good rifles. Handguns have good revolvers. That rifle that's a bolt action is a CZ. They make really good 17 HMRs. That's what that is. Yeah, you saw everyone over there. Okay. Well, they have a collab going right now with King of Ammo, the Boss, and another guy. So that's probably why a lot of people are on there. It's a triple screen going. Shotguns, I would probably have to say either Remington or Mossberg, unless you want to pay a lot, and then maybe a Benelli or a Beretta. Those would be the 2 like Cadillac versions, unless you want to tune TTI. Yeah, I saw Nate. I don't know who the other guy is. Okay. On the bottom, Travis Tynan. He's with, let me see what it says. I looked at it earlier. He's with Foxtrotter 6. I guess he's another gun tuber. But Travis Timon, yeah. Lever actions, I would say, yeah, Winchester for the longest time were the best. There's other companies out there now, like Rossi makes good ones. I have a Rossi. I've had it for like since 2012, 2013. Henry makes nice lever actions. Marlin did. Now Ruger owns them, so I guess technically they're Ruger, because I don't think Ruger really made a lever action before that. Yeah, it all depends what side of the coin you want to look at it for best company of guns out there. All right, Sane, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. I'll probably wind down here shortly myself. Got to get on with life and get things done. Got another load of laundry to put out and one to wash. Let's see here. Got to feed the donkeys later. Ye burrs. Saw Rossi 94 looking 4570. It looks sweet. I'd buy it, but I looked real hard. What gun tubers have the best guns? One of them went belly up. Demolition Ranch. He was one of the better ones. He decided to retire from YouTube. Another one that has good guns, if you can abide by his language, is Brandon Herrera, the one that's running for Congress again in the 23rd District of Texas. He ran another time and almost won. My Rossi, I think, is a 94, even though they call it a Rio Grande. It's a 30-30 Rossi. It looks just like a 94, so that's probably what it is. Yeah, again, Candy, that's exactly, it all depends. There's so many of them. Like, you could say best car, best this. Well, a lot of that's relative because you think that maybe it's the best. Like, you might think that a Savage is the best bolt action 17 HMR. Well, I'm going to say that right there is the CZ, because I can switch up the barrel and shoot 22 mags in it, no problem. Rarest, as in, or most expensive. My most expensive gun, now I didn't pay this much for it, would be that Lapua back there. That's a $2,400 gun with a $1,200 scope on it. He might have a 37 millimeter. He actually might have a 40. There was a guy I met the other day at the Gun and Pawn. He bought a 40. And then that shotgun on the bottom actually is the most expensive I paid for something. It was more than that, although I got a scope for that. So setup wise, that one's the most expensive. If I buy that outright, it'd be over $4,000. Brandon Herrera. So that is the Gen 1, but it's the better version of the Gen 1. They had two versions. One did have the tank. Let's see if I can get this here. See the brake on it? It has the tank brake. Most Gen 1s had the teeny little round one that had 3 slots. I have the, for the optics, I have a Vortex Venom, I believe. I got that at the same pawn shop. It's a long distance one. But yeah, the same pawn shop that I got that. But yeah, that one, I don't know if someone upgraded the muzzle on it, the brake, or if it came that way, since it might be a first generation but a newer one, or an upgraded newer one. Because the features of it, the back end looks identical to pretty much, I think, as the Gen 2. But the handguard isn't quite as long as the Gen 2. What is the best amount of porta to have on a brake? I don't know what you mean. Oh, ports. That's a good question. Who experimented that? Someone did was it Banana Ballistics? Somebody did an experiment on that to see how many more ports. No, it's somebody else. He puts the gun in a sling and then fires in it, like swings in it, and he changed out the brakes. I forget what company that is. The Gen 1 has the handguard almost to the brake, and it's a Monster Tri-Baffle. The Gen 1? Mine is a So I will move mine closer here. Let's see here. I'll show you here. So as you can tell, there's my finger. I'm not touching it, YouTube. I'm like 4 inches away. It's got two huge ones there. Two huge ones on the backside, and of course that one. And then on the backside, there's set screws that you can unscrew so that you can have 3 more small brake holes. Yeah, I knew you meant Gen 2. So this is very similar to the Gen 2 brake. The Gen 1, at least the first versions of it, were the small round brake. And by the way, there is Gen 2 that are black. I have seen black Gen 2s. I think it varies on what caliber, because some Gen 2s had black, and then some were just bronze, and some were multiple. Yeah, I don't like the bronze color either. I prefer my black, with the 338 at least. I don't know about any other calipers, because they have like 22 precision in that. They have 6.5 Creedmoor. They have 300 PRC and 300 Win Mag, I believe. They have like 5 or 6 calibers with the Ruger Precision rifle. Yeah, the RPR, yeah. Oh, we got going over there. Only 9 likes and 41 people watching. Let's see, don't forget to ask questions about the hold-up display walls. Oh, yeah. Let's see here, guys. Well, not a huge turnout, only 6 likes. Who is the best small gun tuber? Me. Well, it depends. You have to define small. Like, there's some people that only have 10 guns, and maybe they're doing a shorts or lives. Paul White. He, W-I-T-T. Yeah, he's been in here before. I helped push him to his 50. He just did his first live yesterday. And I don't think he has a big arsenal, that many. Less than 50K. Okay, less than 50K subscriptions. Well, there's a lot of people that would be less than 50K subscriptions. Unless you're meaning 50K as in arms. How much they have worth of arms. I wouldn't be quite that. I'm probably more like 25, 30 would be my guess. I do have about 100 guns. Some are worth more, some are worth barely anything. But yeah, 50K, yeah, if you have 50K subscribers or more, I'd say you're on the big side. I would almost say that a small gun tuber would actually be more like 10K and smaller. Because 50, that's pretty high, especially nowadays. You'll be here waiting for what? Let's see. Well, guys. Oh, for me to get popular. Yeah. It's interesting how some videos, I posted the shorts of me walking my dog and going on a hike. Those 2 took off. Those 2. I don't know if it's something with the way I worded it because of the content and hiking and with dogs. I don't know, but they got like 600 something views in 2 days. They actually had 400 something in one. I think the rectangular one like yours looks cooler. Yeah, it's like, they call it a tank brake, I think. Reminds me of my old 107, but the new one on the RPR is very effective. When you get demo ranch level popper, you owe me a bag of popcorn. I'll have to screenshot that and then put it in save, and then 5 years later, send you a bag of popcorn. You're like, dude, what's this for? I'm not even subscribed to you anymore. You got too big and didn't pay attention. Because you didn't make me mod. No, I'm joking. You put me in timeout for 10 seconds that one time. Whatever it was. I think it was a minute. Which is just someone being quiet. I made a video of Candy walking in the snow and I had 15,000 likes in like an hour. That's probably on the old algorithms, right? Because that's exactly what J-Dog was talking about earlier. the old algorithms before they changed it. Like, what do you say? It was in June. He got 300,000 views on one video. Now, sadly, YouTube pulled that video. Did he get any money from it? Probably not. I think, well, that was before he was monetized anyways, but he got 300,000 views of him mag dumping his 50AE. And they didn't like that for some reason, and they pulled it. 300,000 views. He did it in like a day or two. It was crazy. 150,000. So Candy Walk, that must be your dog, I guess. Yeah, Candy Cane LR. Or Jelly Beans. Let's see, I erased all my videos when I tried to delete my account, and then when I couldn't figure out how to do it, I put a few new ones up. Most of my stuff is gone now. Okay. Hey! What's up, brother? Dropping a like. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, when I see you on, I think you were on last night, or was it that? Yeah, it was late last night. I hopped on just so I could give you a double tap. Stayed about a minute and then left. And then the other guys, the buddy's channel you're with too, and that you do your, I think you collab sometimes with. Was it Arms24? No, it's the other guy. Jen something is his name. Had to stop by and show some love. Yep, that's exactly what I did with you last night. H8, whatever that's for. Mike the Bell, what's good? Sam Moore made a video about shooting a 25 ACP. Okay, I got a couple of those. I haven't shot. The one has problems feeding, but I buffed it and polished it, so it might work now. The other one I haven't even tried. And it got 1.1 mil views, and then they shut his channel down for a week for no reason. Yeah, stupid YouTube. Yeah. Appreciate that, you bro. We gotta show love. Yep. Yep. Yippers. So we got our little collection of military stuff there. Got a 338 Lapua there. Got some levers there. Got a PCP pellet gun, perfect for squirrels. Ammo stash, some guns I'm working on and others that are functional. And we've got some double barrel shotguns up here and some other stuff. And then we've got some guns in there too. Alrighty, what do we got here? I'm at this second job right now, bro, so I'll be in and out. Well, I'm going to be off soon, Vontae. I've been on for almost an hour and a half. I just found out it's a 1956 Royal HH Typer. Oh, the one you're... Okay. Do it yourself. Dan, you got hello. Ammo. Yeah. I have a lot of different calibers, so I have to keep quite a bit of ammo on stock of oddball stuff. Which are expensive? Oh, the typewriter. Saying I'm so broke I can't even pay my mind. Sorry about that. Bro's room looks like Candy's. Really? At that point, he did have money, and then he became broke by buying it. So there. Yeah, I'm gonna slow down here too. I'll probably cut off here in. Jerome, can you fix my 1912 LNC Smith and chronotype right? It had crack in the frame. Well, it's probably that cast aluminum though, right? You have to braze that stuff. I don't know how to do brazing. Hey, what's up? Cool Edits. You came in time. I'm going to shut down here in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I remember you because I remember the name. Thought I was selling my Wii. Okay. Thanks for coming by. Double tap the screen, and I believe you're subscribed. I think last time you were in here you subscribed. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Not worth it. Oh, to fix it? Depends on how much the thing is worth. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I subscribed to you yet. I don't remember. Do you have a channel? Let me look that up. I'll look up your handle name. Whoops, went too far. Let me look up your handle. I know there's a few I looked back up and subscribed to them, but I don't remember if I subbed to you. Yes, I do have a channel. Okay. Hey, George. Bienvenido, hermano. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Cómo estás, hermanos? Gracias para bien. Let's see here. Yours is Natalie Cisneros C8I. That is one interesting handle, brother. for your channel. Maybe change it. Natalie. Maybe you're a girl. I'm sorry, since it's Natalie, maybe it's a girl. I don't mean to be disrespectful. I have no idea, so I have no idea. I get a few females that I have 10% of my views, or is it 8 are females, and the rest are male. So I mean, I love it when there's a lady or a girl that knows how to shoot and loves guns. There's this one lady I've been talking to for a couple months, and she's a little Irish lady. She likes guns and shooting, so it's like I'm all happy about that part. Hey brother, I found you. You only have 6 subscriptions. I'm subbing right now. Cha-ching! Brother, you got another sub. My name is Cool Edits. That is the channel's name. But a lot of times when you put in Cool Edits, it doesn't work. So you have to go to your channel's handle. There's a couple ways you can do that. One is if you click on that little crown that's by George's name there, and it'll come up with people's channel's handle. Or the top left corner, it says top fans. If you click on that, it'll give their handle too, and then you just screenshot and then follow it. It's the email that they gave me. Okay, I have an AK-47 and a Glock 19. Nice. My AK-47's in the safe. I had it out here a couple of evenings ago. I have a Kalashnikov. It had, it's a California one, so it had one of these dumb K handles on it. I mean, I liked the speed thing here, but California had these on. So once I got to Arizona, back to Arizona, I took it off and put a really nice rubberized grip that's really nice. Let's see, I just dropped my phone on my nose. You must be laying out and have the phone over your head and it dropped. I don't know about an Irish girl that likes guns. No, it's my friend. She's north of me here. We've been messaging back and forth. It's one of my friends. She's not a good YouTuber. Saying my face is so bleeped from dropping a M92 FS. It made me look like Scarface for a while. An M92 FS. I'm not 100% sure that isn't that a gaming phone or an artillery piece. An M92 FS, probably an artillery piece. Let's see. What do we got? Seeing if we got anybody else in here. It's a handgun. Okay. Let's see. An M. Is it a Beretta? An M92, right? That's a Beretta. Yeah, duh. There you go. That's what I thought. I thought about getting the Beretta. I think I mentioned on one of my other lives. The Onyx, Onix, I believe it's called. Looks really neat. It's stainless steel with some black, I think. And then you could put wood handles if you wanted. Sorry, I'm not very good with a lot of gun based on names. I am not either, but the M90, I knew what that was. Let's see here. The ones the military placed. Right, because they were an M9, right? Okay, I really got to go. Okay, thank you, Cool Edits, for coming in. Appreciate it. I subscribed, so you should have 7 now. I think it said 6 before. Y'all go to his channel. Give him a like, a subscription. He'd like it. I got a brand new MP5. Dude, really? A real one? A real MP5? Because, like, I have that one right there. But that is a clone. That's a Century Arms. But it has HK parts in it. The guy changed them out before I bought it. Thank you so much. That really helped. Okay, no problem. Hopefully some other people will subscribe to you. Beretta has so many variants. Not saying mine. Man could remember them. I know, right? They do have a lot of variants. Even within their M92s, they have like 8 different variants. Real as your lung. Sweet, brother. So it's an actual HK. Does it have fun switch? Mine doesn't. Supposedly I can change it out and put a fun switch and FRT in it. Or is it a super safety? I forget. Someone said allegedly it just fits right in there and you get fun mode. The camo. Sorry, that I disappeared. I had to eat what I missed. Not a lot. George came in. What's his name just left? Who was that? Cool Edits. Excuse me. He was in here the other day. He just left. He just popped in for a little bit. Yeah, George came in. Cool Edits came in and left. Candy was in here. Did you miss them? Candy might still be in here. We got 5 people. Hey, if you're new to the channel right now, appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. If you like lives and things to do with guns, hiking, or just some everyday life stuff, subscribe. And if you're a little on the fence about that, you can check out my other shorts and stuff, and it might help you make up your mind to subscribe or not. Yeah, double tap the screen at least. That's really easy to do if you haven't already. It's as easy as tapping your head when you're thinking. That easy. Thank you. Sorry, auto good. I'm gonna stay watching. Okay. Corrector. Oh, autocorrect. Yeah. I still didn't get that one figured out, George. Sorry, it's still messing up on my end. Not 100%. What I was asking, which you probably were trying to answer, but I know sometimes it doesn't work all the time. I was asking if it had a fun switch. Oh, yeah, because you said you were a... Yeah, the MP5. Does it have a fun switch? As in, like... That type. Nice. Yeah, I remember you said you're a bodyguard, security guard. Got the mag tube extension and put on the 870 and the mag pull pump handle, and looks okay. Is it still wood? I can't remember. Pump handle. So that part's the mag pull, but what about the butt? M1 or M1? Those two are the same, or M1C or M1A1. An M1A1 would be the current, the one that shoots 308 that took the place of the M1 Garand, the M1A1. The actual M1 is a, yeah, I know, right? Is that little gun. I don't have one of those. There was one that was at my gun show, or gun shop, Gun and Pawn. It was the U.S. Postal brand in the little carbine, and it was the 30 caliber. I think they wanted like 1,200 beans for it. The Thompson and the carbine. My 870 came with plastic furniture. Okay. Here and seen a low thing that's bad. As in like bad and in Q unsafe. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, you were telling me that. So some of those people around there need bodyguards and whatnot. Yep. Oh, let's see here. I think I told you I was in Sinaloa back in 2009. I was down in Los Mochis area. M1 Garand, M1 Thompson, M1A1 carbine, M1D Garand, M1C Garand. Too many things for me to remember. I didn't realize. I mean, I remember an M1 Garand and a carbine, which is the M1 Garand, the M1 carbine. I didn't realize there's so many. Shootouts are common here. Yeah, probably. I haven't been to Sinaloa in a long time. That was back in 09, yeah. That was the last time I was there. I've been in Mexico since, but just over the border out of Naco here in Arizona. Just a little dinky town. M2 or M2. Dude, that's the same thing. Well, here at my city, the mafia is crazy. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm here just doing real life stuff. M1D and C are just M1 Garands with scope stuff. Okay. Yeah, there's a few of those M1s that are more rare and they're worth more. Almost all day you hear gunshots. Really? Okay. It's like you're in the hood over in New York or Chicago. Got a guy coming over to buy a trailer, so we'll be texting him. Oh, what type of trailer are you selling? Like a flatbed, tandem, enclosed, just a buggy hopper with a little utility trailer? I've got one myself. It's one I got from my grandpa when he passed. Grandma didn't need anymore. It's a 8x5 from Home Depot. Got it for $300 from her. It needs some help though. It's just got graded floor and it's all. I need to put some wood planks or plywood in instead. Let's see here. 10 likes, 5 watching. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. If you're in the background moseying around like this type of stuff, double tap the screen and subscribe. Really appreciate it. M1928 or M1911 or M1925. You're making my brain have a fart. It's cramping up. We'll gotta go make a carry back because I'm coming to the airport tomorrow. To go make a carry back because I'm going. Okay, see you, brother George. And well, I will go to LA to work. Oh wow, LA. My roommate. We rent a house together, so it's cheaper for both of us. He goes to LA about once or twice a month. He has got a buddy over there. So happy travels. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Travel safe, and thanks for coming by, George. Appreciate it. I think did you put any more shorts on? I can't remember. I know you did the one with the snake. That was kind of cool. Anyways, thank you. See you, brother. Adios, hermano. Bien viajes. M3 or M3. Isn't that the same thing? You're asking the same model, M3. I delete the shorts. Oh, okay. Is it one of those things that you can only have on so long? And then if your boss or Mexico's rules don't like you doing that, so they want you to take it down, so you don't want to get in trouble? Some countries are like that. They want to control it more than here. Oh, let's see. Do I have still need the big one across there. I gotta get that. Let's see. A legal thing that by confidential things I cannot show. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. The M3 grease gun and the other World War II SMG, both called M3s. Okay. Yeah, profile pictures are fine. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I guess you'll just have to do some where you're not in it. Because, yeah, if you enjoy putting that stuff up, just, if you do them, just make sure that your face isn't in it. 6 people in the chat. Thank you all for coming by. If you like gun content or hiking, you like exploring mines, outdoor stuff, I post that type of stuff. I have shorts, a couple long form formats. If you like 2A content, Second Amendment stuff, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. And this is Desert Armory and more. 70 of you now. Thank you. Appreciate you guys here. Double tap the screen if you could. I'd really appreciate it. Helps the algorithms. There we go. Algorithms. Tongue twister. That YouTube has out, which is garbage right now anyway, sadly, for 2A stuff. Yep. But in my future, okay, yeah, I figured that would be fine. I mean, it's just a picture of you, so it's a little bit different. Well, finished my cherry Coke from lunch. It's pretty warm right now. Well, y'all, I probably should wind this down and get on with stuff. I think I somewhat said that already, but didn't put it in force because some other people hopped in last moment. So thank you all for stopping by. Again, this is Desert Armory and More. We appreciate all that you do for the 2A stuff around here and watching us, supporting us. If you have suggestions for the channel to help us get boosted, maybe you've got certain things you want to see that I may have or may not. Maybe you want to see more mine exploring or cave exploring or this, that, or the other of Southern Arizona. Let me know. Put it in a comment and I'll see if I can do something. Thanks for stopping by. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God instead. Thank you all. Bye for now. Till next time.